What is good, everybody? I am Phil. I'm here with C-Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy. This is Fill in the Blanks, episode 2, Council of Comics. They're drawing Absolute Batman today. Hey, we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Batman's costume changes as the wind blows, by the way. The constant with Batman is the mask, the cowl, and the cape. But they change, and interestingly enough, you can't change it too much. Like you can't change Superman too much. If you change it, it's a brief amount, and because corporate says these are international iconic characters, interplanetary iconic characters. They have to be what they are eventually, go back to what they are. And that's not a problem, because as long as you can get something, a little variation on it. So the cowl, the cape, and the ears, the big bat ears, and you're okay to go. Hi, my name is Tony Danza, but I go by the name of John Romita Jr. on occasion. I'm a cartoonist, and I laugh about being called a cartoonist because when I was coming out of school, I called myself an artist, and people would say, what kind of art do you do? Well, I draw Spider-Man. Oh, so you're a cartoonist. Well, now that I'm a cartoonist, people say, what do you do? And I draw Batman and Superman. Oh, you're an artist. Go figure.
Brightest day, where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can promise.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
So Sam decided to troll us because he's not on the show.
Oh, is that what it is?
Little JR.
No, don't put Capullo, who's considered one of the great Batman artists. Put the subpar guy on.
Yeah.
Half the time.
That's some JR right there for you to start things off.
There's a reason
Welcome
why he's
to,
not still doing Batman.
Fill in the Blanks, episode 2. I am here with C-Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy. I'm the host this week. We're doing one of my favorite superhero is Batman. We're drawing Absolute Batman, so the absolute version of Batman.
Yes.
So, real quick, we'll get out some. We'll get the announcements out of the way right now, and I'm going to do that. And I'll present and I'll share a screen real quick, and we'll just do it like this. So, Young at Heart Foundation, faith, trust, and belief is their motto. You can sponsor a Hope Kit. They help kids waiting life-saving transplants. So you become a donor at Donate Life America. Get in contact with Mike. It's a great organization. Number 2, Alternaverse Comics is our home away from home. It's where the Council of Comics gets its comics. 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. Get on the pull list. Give Anthony a call at 845-233-4234. He'll set you up with the pull list. 10% off your pull list. All the comics are bag and boarded. Like best comic shop ever. Our YouTube channel, the Council of Comics, of course. Like, comment, and subscribe. We got over 1,000 videos now. Over 1,000 subscribers. Council of Comics. That's us doing our thing. And of course, C-Bizzle.
Yes,
what do you got for us?
So, like I always do, I want to thank everybody that's been liking and subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate you guys so much. This past Monday, I dropped my 3 hype books for New Comic Book Day, and a lot of the books on there that you can see what my tastes are, and I really appreciate you guys check those out. Also, you can catch me here with the Council of Comics. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to their channel, and always with not just us, but also with Cliff on Comics. He's part of the council. Make sure you check his channel out as well. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment on all our videos, and we really appreciate you guys.
And you know what? I don't got him up, but Cliff on Comics. Subscribe to Cliff on Comics also. He has a great channel, Coffee and Comics with Cliff, and all kinds of great comic book conversations. So Cliff on Comics. And I will give out the hashtag to win the first duck tonight. So, and I got to pick it, and it is Absolute Gargoyle. So put that in the chat.
I'm not putting Batman on the gargoyle.
I am not either.
Oh,
I am not either. In fact, even one of my selections later, he's not on a gargoyle.
I can't say that.
None of mine
I picked one with Batman standing on a gargoyle.
Yeah.
All right. So
I can't say that. I did. One of my books is him sitting on a gargoyle.
you want to show the other screen? I'll tell you what I'm working with, and then C-Bizzle, you tell me what you're working with. So I realized today, I finished up doing mine digitally, and then I realized today when I took it out to lightbox it, oh, I have a black cover. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm not used to doing these. So yeah.
Add it to the.
So I got a lot of white pens today.
You're better than me. That's gonna be a challenge.
What did you just pencil?
Oh, you know what?
today?
The layout changed. There it is. That's what it was. The layout changed.
Gotcha.
You get rid of my other one? Oh, there.
No, I got you up.
Okay.
Yeah, you're there.
Gotcha.
The layout. I got Sam told me to watch that. The layout
Gotcha.
changes whenever we switch from like screens and I share something and stuff like
Right
that. So that was one of the questions. Is what tools are you guys drawing with today? You must be using something different now, Green Shirt guy, since you have the black
I am.
cover.
So
you're
I still
working
my
with.
Copic for a lot of the smaller lines. That's my favorites. This might be for filler because I can't find my bigger one. And then I got a series of white pens.
Okay.
Depending on what size I need.
wow.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I wasn't planning on doing it this way. Let's just put it that way.
Did you buy that cover? Like, did you?
I bought it, but I didn't know it was black.
Okay.
Yeah,
When I
it
got
comes with a
it has
sheet.
This little vellum thing
Oh,
on
it
top
comes
of
with
Yeah.
like a sheet.
So,
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention. Then I took it off. I took it out today. I'm like, oh no. But
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
What are those? Just something you can pick up at Michael's or something? Is that
What's that?
your markers or your pens?
Oh
or-
yeah, I mean most of them I've gotten at Michael's. I used to buy stuff. Actually, AC Moore was my favorite.
Okay.
But yeah, I get some stuff at Michael's. I bought stuff online too.
All right.
But yeah.
And
I am still using the drafting pencils. I do have the white cover for Batman, so I'm using my drafting pen. And later on, once I complete this, I got the color markers. The whole thing is not going to be color. I'm just going to put in some accents, colors in this. Maybe I might do his belt, his face, things of that nature.
okay.
You reminded me though. I have to go to Michael's tomorrow. I have a $5 coupon that if I don't use it by tomorrow, it's not good. I'm gotta go spend some money tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. So, some quick facts on the character we're doing. Batman appeared, came out in 1939, Detective Comics 37, and it's been like history ever since. It's just the best hero in my opinion. And
I
mainly
agree.
he has the best class of villains.
100%.
And I think that's just like over time. I think part of it is the 1960s TV show gave a lot of those villains like life in the voice. It
Yes.
was like the old type of overtop TV show that worked for those over the top villains.
Exactly.
You know what? In 1943, the TV serial The Batman introduced the concept of the Bat Cave, and it also introduced the skinny Alfred Pennyworth.
Oh, is that right?
That took me up. A couple other weird facts. There is a Batman college course.
Actually, I think I knew that.
Yeah, it's called The Science of Batman. I did not know that. Go study
I would
the
love to attend it.
the Science of Batman. Some of those things, like Batman, I'm sure, looking back, it was like science fiction, You know, when you remember like the cave with all the TV screens and stuff.
Yeah.
And right about now, that is like something you could do. Like that is like
Yes.
almost back.
Well, and the
yeah.
talk to a computer and ask it to find information for you.
Hmm?
Yes. Yes.
Kevin Conroy has played Batman more than anybody else.
True.
Well,
he's at least like the voice.
I mean, yeah. And not taking anything away from him and not trying to speak ill of the dead, but like when you're a cartoon version, that's the easy way to get the most appearances, right?
Yeah.
True.
There again, like I think that cartoon in the 90s was another big boost for Batman, like the Tim Burton films, but then like the cartoon in the 90s, there again was another voice for like the Batman villains to like kind of come out on their own too.
I've been watching it lately. I have it on I bought the entire set a few years ago and I put it in. My sons are like, well, why is it? I'm like, well, because it's Batman. What about this? I'm like, well, it's Batman. It's not that's nonsense. You Batman that you have right now. That there's an animated version. I don't think it's good. That one from the 90s, early 2000s is pretty iconic.
Yeah, it came out of like, and I wasn't too sure it was good. Like even back in the day, I was like, oh, I don't know about this, you know. But I mean, of course, I'm gonna watch it, and like, you know, like it was one of those cartoons. You watch like the first episode, like, oh, this is gonna be good,
right?
And it was on 5 days a week for me.
It was.
Yeah, It was on like right after school.
Yep.
Oh.
It also is responsible for introducing Harley Quinn because Harley Quinn was introduced in the cartoon before she was in the comics.
Yeah, that's right. And she, yeah, if you were a new villain and you get introduced in Batman, you're almost like set for life.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're gonna have like failsafe 25 years from now.
I'm sure.
Yes.
The designer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like.
What's the other one? What's his name? Ghostmaker?
You know, I don't really like Ghostmaker, but yeah.
I like Ghostmaker. I just picked up his McFarlane figure.
He's
not too long ago.
I almost got it and then I changed my mind.
Well, I got off of eBay for under $20, so.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And my LCS is selling it for $15 right now. They just picked up. They just picked up 400 old school McFarlane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm just looking at the chat, and Madam, put the space in absolute gargoyle. Madam Kenneth Bird, put the space in there.
All right, so let's flip a coin.
Okay. We will flip a coin and.
Well, hold on. C-Bizzle, do you want to go ahead, Phil, with the video?
We'll go with the video.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
All right.
All right, C-Bizzle, you want heads or tails?
You want to flip the coin?
Yeah,
okay.
Heads or tails?
I'm going with tails.
Okay. Tails never fails, right?
Yep.
Tails it is. What would you like to do?
I can get started with my first 5 questions.
Okay, I'll keep drawing.
All right.
Okay. So my first question for you is, what was the first comic book you ever collected?
See, like when you say collected, do you mean like bought a comic book or collected in like a series type thing?
A series.
See, you know, I don't remember, to be perfectly honest with you. Because I would buy like issue here and there, and then I don't think until I got much older did I start collecting a lot at the same time. But I've always collected Batman, so maybe Batman.
Okay. Now, do you prefer collecting in single issues, graphic novels, or both?
Single issues.
I'm with you on that. What is your rarest or most valuable comic book in your collection?
Ooh, geez. You know, I'm not sure because I have a bunch of CGCs that are signed, so I'd have to check. Like I have a Batman #1 that's signed by Capullo and Snyder. I have I have 2 Infinity Gauntlets that are signed by Rubenstein, Perez, Starlin, and I can't remember. There's a 4th guy. They're both signed 4 times. They're both 9/8. So like I'd have to look them up. I'm really not sure.
Okay. Are there any comic book storylines or runs that you believe every collector should read?
Oddly enough, and I'll bring it up again later. Court of Owls for me is I read it probably once a year.
Nice.
Court of Owls is I got the compact, that $10 compact edition.
Okay.
I got the floppies for it.
You know what? For arcs, I think like the Long Halloween, like the first one was a great arc because like all the villains were also in that like whole arc.
Yeah.
So there's so many good like Batman runs. But I thought about like Long Halloween. And even like Hush. Like a lot of the villains got their little moments to shine that whole arc, and I like it when they do that with Batman. I'm actually hoping that like Absolute Batman gets to that point. Like,
mine is not really a Batman book. Mine is a New 52 book. I collected and I've always loved it, and I wish they would bring it back. Is the Red Lanterns.
Okay.
With Atrocitus, and then when Guy Gardner became a Red Lantern, it almost like it fits.
Right on. I also, it's old. Well, not old. It's a few years old. Chew. If you've ever read Chew, it's great.
Yeah.
And I remember I was behind at one point, and then I got sick of one Christmas, and I just read like 20 issues in a row. And I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. Because it's funny, it's drawn really well, it's inventive. I always recommend that book if people ask me.
I got 2 more questions for you. Do you focus on collecting comics from a particular time period, like Golden Age, Silver Age, or Modern? You just go across the board.
It's really kind of whatever I'm interested in collecting. I always say, when we talk about it on our show, collect what you love. So I don't go for a specific era. It's just, okay, I'd be into that, or that's a story I want, or I wouldn't mind having that one, but not necessarily, it's Golden Age, I got to make sure I get all the Golden Age ones.
Yeah.
I mean, other than maybe Star Wars.
Yeah.
I have a large portion of the Dark Horse stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to get all of it so I can say I have one full set of all the Dark Horse stuff, and I'm really close. But other than that, no, not really. I don't really think about it that much.
Okay. My last question.
This pen sucks, by the way.
Have you ever? Well, you did say this before. You have comic books that are graded. How was your experience in getting them graded?
I love. Well, you talking with the grading company or?
Yes.
For the most part, good. Once or twice with CBCS, it's taken forever to get stuff back. But generally, I would say pretty good. I wouldn't say I have any horror stories. Like I got a book back. I'm like, that's definitely not mine.
Yeah. Well, that's all my questions for right now.
The only real horror is I got the Miles Morales foil for the Ultimate Universe. So what was it, that the first part of it?
Yeah.
So I got the foil and I sent it out to get graded, and it came back like a 9.2, and it had a big crease in the corner that CGC put there.
Oh no.
Yeah, I wondered what happened, and then I saw it. I was like, oh man, and me and Anthony both looked at it yeah, we didn't do that. We would not have sent this book like that.
Did you have to contact CGC and tell them what's up?
No, I just ate it. It's a 9.2. It's a 9.2 now.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. That was the only real horror story I had, and it came back still a 9.2. It's not really.
Yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad.
And it's a foil. Those are going to be hard to any little ding is gonna show up. But like that little crease, I was like, wow. Oops, he can't talk.
You have to
I'm
let
sorry.
me back in.
Yeah, no, it was my fault. I didn't hit the thing.
The only one that now that you say that I can think of is I have a Totally Awesome Hulk. I think it's number 3. It's signed twice. Cho and then I think Drake Pack signed it too. And it's funny because it's a 9/8, so there's nothing wrong with it except for, well, you know how when they always put in that little plastic sleeve and then they encase it.
Yeah.
Well, when they put it in the plastic sleeve, you can see that whoever did it, when they encased it, kind of pushed the cover over, so the staples bent into the book.
No.
Right? So I can never get it taken out of the thing to get reholstered because it'll come back worse.
Yeah. Most definitely it was.
Not like, imagine everybody has like one CGC story that like that right about now. If you get your books graded, or even something graded, like.
I haven't sent anything out to be graded. I always bought my books already graded. I had some books that I bought from somebody, and only bad thing I've gotten from them, like I got like 3 or 4 of them with Newton rings. But other than that, it doesn't really bother me much.
There are a couple of books I have gotten back that came back higher than I originally thought.
Nice.
Like that Darth Vader that came back like the 9.6, the first Dr. Afra. I thought that was going to be like a 9 if I was lucky. So when I heard like 9.6, I was like, all right.
I'll take it.
Yeah. There was what was it, like a Riri Williams book, Ironheart #1. I just sent that one off, and it came back 9.8. I was like, okay.
Right on.
That's a book I got to add to my collection.
I have that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a first appearance because not many people liked her in Black Panther, Forever Wakanda. So it dropped her book down. So it's thumbs up for me. So I'm gonna try to get her first appearance now.
Well, what's funny to me with that is, and when we should be talking to Batman, is I liked that movie, and I've always liked Riri Williams. I just didn't think they did her right in the movie.
I concur. You still got underwear back.
So you want to do my 3 covers now, or you want to do?
You want to do? We'll draw a duck.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we draw a duck.
Let the people win the ducks.
Yeah. I wonder if I should edit it because not many people are getting it. I should take the space out.
I didn't even see what I'm drawing here. Like I could see it, but I don't know if anybody else can see it because it's on a black.
I can see it. I could definitely see it.
Yeah, okay. And let me add it to stage. All right, put it in. Absolute Gargoyle. No space. Just put it in. Absolute Gargoyle. I'll give you 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's draw.
Boom.
23 months.
23 months.
Yep.
Another good person.
23 months. You won yourself a duck. I think we'll be drawing that next Monday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, for the big monthly giveaways. And I'll remove that. And we will go back to the layout. And we can talk some covers.
We'll do my 3, and then when I ask C-Bizzle my questions, we can show his 3.
Okay. I have your covers. I'm not sure who picked what.
Oh, mine. You have them from the chat.
Yeah.
Mine were the first 3 when we sent them in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is mine. I can see in our background.
Okay, that's yours. Yeah, you can see at the bottom. That's
Yep,
mine.
that's mine. That's
That's mine.
Yeah,
That,
that's
that one's a
mine.
green. That's yours.
Yep.
That's mine. That's a green shirt guy one. I remember that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see let's see which ones you have.
Okay.
So yeah, not a gargoyle cover.
Not a gargoyle cover, but
But
How do
it
we
is
actually
on
know?
the building top.
I liked
How do
it.
we- We can't see the gargoyle. Maybe he is sitting on the gargoyle.
No,
that's
he's sitting
that's
on the edge
top
of a building.
He could be covered up in the black as a gargoyle.
No.
You know, that's another Batman fact. The Batman grappling hook gun that is he's famous for it. That appeared. It came out of the Batman '89 movie.
Is that right?
Oh man,
Yup.
makes sense.
Every once in a
That's
while-
one of those things that stuck. It's like when we seen it on screen, it just all made sense, and now he could do it. Now it's all possible.
I still
It's
every once
almost-
in a while with my sons look at him and go, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts."
So who did this cover? Johnson.
That is Dave Johnson.
Johnson.
Nice.
What was this from? I meant to ask. What was this from? This
That
looks
is from. That's actually during Tom King's run.
like, okay.
That's Batman 67, I want to say.
Okay. Earlier,
Hmm. That
right after he
perspective
was
is
supposed to get
amazing.
married and stuff.
Yeah, a little while, just a little bit after. Yep.
That perspective drawing is amazing.
Well, that one C-Bizzle, but we can still do it.
Yeah, I just put them all in a folder.
That's mine. So
Oh,
this
that-
one
Wow.
was a pretty unheralded. Yeah, I love this cover. It was a
Yeah.
pretty unheralded series, and I don't know if you remember. This was after Arkham Asylum sunk, like was basically melted into the ground.
Yeah.
So the story here is that Bruce Wayne offered up Wayne Manor as a replacement for Arkham
Yep.
Asylum until they rebuilt. Or I'm sorry, not Arkham, Blackgate Prison. While they rebuilt everything. So this is my favorite cover from that run. I saw this cover in person, and if I had enough money, I would have bought it. Because Sean Crystal offered it to me. He goes, I was getting this book signed. I said, this is one of my favorite covers of yours. I said, this story is great. He's like, I have it right here. Click, click, click. He shows it to me. I'm like, oh. He goes, it's only $1,000. I'm like, would that I had $1,000? It would come home with
only $1,000.
I think it ended up selling for more because I know he put it on his website at one point.
That is a dope cover. He's like almost like eating Arkham
Yeah.
Asylum right
Yeah.
there. Now, who's this one?
That's a Capullo. That's probably one of my favorite covers of all time.
Okay.
And it's funny because you go to shows and you buy books. Basically, anytime I'm at a show and if I'm clicking through, looking vendors and I see that book, I buy it.
All right.
I just love that cover.
Yeah.
And it's Court of Owls, so it's
Yeah, I have that book. That is a great cover to have.
Yeah. Court of Owls. They're getting like Court of Owls. He stuck around.
Mhm.
It's like the Batman, like lore
Did it
just
correctly.
sticks around.
Yeah. I just feel they did the Court of Owls correctly. They made him a formidable villain for him.
what I love about Court of Owls is generally when you get a new writer, especially when they go back to one, they try to almost overdo it, and they try to they just add a villain because they have to, right?
Yeah.
And this one was like, yeah, they added a villain, but they also made Snyder also made Gotham its own character. And by the way, you didn't know this before, and it changes everything that we know now because of it. I thought it was ingenious.
I'm doing my best to concentrate because my mother-in-law is in the kitchen right now, making some barbecue ribs, and I'm starting to smell them.
All right, let's see what else we got. So those are my three.
I'll
guess
give
I
you
can
guys,
start asking questions,
since we're
right?
just talking about it, I'll give you guys the next hashtag to put in.
There you go.
Nice.
Quarter of Owls. Yeah, one of the iconic Batman stories. That is like a must read, that series right there.
It really is. And the
I
artwork
agree.
is just insane. I remember reading, is it issue 3 or 4 where he's down underground and they've drugged him? So it's like doing that swirly thing.
Yeah.
I remember I was reading it digitally at the time because I don't think I had that issue for some weird reason. So I'm reading it on my iPad, which is in front of me right now, and I'm reading it and it kept flipping the panel upside down. I'm like, no. So I turn it and it would. I'm like, oh, it's supposed to look like that because it's supposed to look disorienting.
Yeah, it is iconic. And like, yeah, it stuck around. It threw a lot of like, you know. They even did the cartoon, like the Batman versus Robin, I think, is like the Corner Val story.
And they kind of sort of did it in what was the TV show? I forget. Was the TV show Gotham? I can't even remember.
Oh, Gotham?
Yeah.
I've only watched like maybe some of the first seasons of that.
I watched the first, I think it was 4 seasons, and I didn't finish the last season because life gets in the way, and they got away from me. Like, I'll catch up at some point, but I just haven't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to make sure I don't do that with Funny Neighborhood Spider-Man.
All right, so let's do fill in the blank. Batman's greatest villain is.
Oh, it's always gonna be the Joker.
Gotta be Joker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if he's like my favorite of the Batman villains, but his greatest villain is probably the Joker.
Yeah, Joker's probably top 3 villain of all comic books of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of the most iconic. And if there's an absolute Batman, there's an absolute Joker coming.
There's gotta be, right?
It has to be.
Like the variants on that book, and that's the second printing book at least.
Right.
Oh man.
Second, third, fourth.
Yeah.
There's going to be at least 8 printings of his first cover appearance. I guarantee you.
Now the question is he still the same color scheme? Did they do something crazy with his face?
True.
That is going to be up to the Snyder, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so who's Batman's weakest villain?
Condiment Man.
Oh, okay.
Condiment Man.
That's not bad.
Yep.
I'll give you that one. I would have said Kite Man, maybe.
No.
Kite Man is a little bit out there. Wasn't there like
Kite Man is one of my underrated villains for Batman.
like
Okay.
Yeah.
Or who's the other one I was thinking of today? Calendar Man, I think's weak.
Yeah.
Calendar Man is a little bit out there.
Yes.
It's an interesting concept, but he doesn't really ever do anything cool.
No.
What is Batman's biggest weakness?
Catwoman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking on.
I think you might be on to it right there with that one. Yeah.
If you read Tom King's Batman, you know why I said that.
I would say his inability to let things go with the Bat family. He's constantly getting himself involved in stuff. Just let it go.
Yeah. If I have to say anything else with that, I would have to say another one of his weaknesses I could think of is his inability to be wrong. He doesn't want to be wrong about anything.
True.
That's yeah.
And then what's Batman's greatest strength?
His detective skills.
Okay.
Yeah, his detective skills.
Batman's greatest strength. Yeah, it's probably like his detective skills. Money. Batman gets a lot done with his money. Like he has the money for all of his wonderful toys. Not as much anymore. Like he lost the house, he lost a lot, but
I would say. And I know it's gonna
You know,
sound
his
weird.
other big strength, his family. Like there is a Batman team that makes him.
Yes.
You know, there's always like a Robin.
The Bat family is his biggest strength.
Yeah.
I think his biggest strength is the fact that he's neurotic and he's always
Yes.
over prepared for things.
Yes.
Routinely, people are like, "Oh, well, why do you have this, blah 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 killing?" Oh, because in the weird chance that happens, I needed it. Yeah, but you built that 10 years ago. He's like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah. And I need it now.
Right. It's a good thing I built it though, didn't I?
Yeah. I gotta make sure I don't do his chest too pointy. Because that's supposed to, because it's not supposed to be pointy.
And square, yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on, guys. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay. You got another fill in the blank for me?
I would say most underrated villain.
Underrated villain. Like I said before, is Kite Man. And that's only
Okay.
because recently, who run was that? It wasn't Chip. Was it Tiny Hands run? Who was the who run was it with? That was Tom King's run with the marriage, right?
Yes.
So I think it was his run, a little bit in there like that. I enjoyed Kite Man. Another one I would say is just a little bit underrated. Is Zaz, Victor Zaz.
I give you Zaz. I actually kind of
Yeah.
like Zaz. a little bit.
Me too. I'm in actually the process of. I just gotta get it in the mail. In the process of getting his first appearance,
Oh,
which,
okay.
by the way, is super underrated as far as price goes. You can get it for under $20. I think I paid $5.
Well, because most people probably don't even think about it.
Nope. I got actually 2 copies.
Right on.
Yeah. And I'll probably get his McFarlane figure. I just got to go to my LCS and see if they have it.
I'm not gonna lie. For the future, I'm not doing a black cover again. This sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of figured you was going to say that.
All right, so I'll start asking my questions,
Okay.
and then we can do your covers when Phil comes back.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's start. You want to start with the Ink and Eraser, or you want to start with something else?
Ooh, I like Ink and Eraser.
Okay, we'll start with Ink and Eraser. Ranch dressing.
Oh, Inky, I put that bad boy on everything.
Ugh.
When I say everything, I put on everything.
Okay,
Pizza
let me
rolls,
ask you-
ranch.
What's that?
I said on pizza rolls, ranch. On chicken sandwiches, ranch.
Okay, then let me ask you this question. This will split the
Yes.
room, I promise you. Chicken wings. Blue cheese or ranch?
Oh, it's ranch.
Oh,
I don't have a-
C-Bizzle.
Listen. I don't have a problem with.
I
Listen.
love you, but no.
That's
That's a sin. You go to Buffalo, you get kicked out of bars doing stuff
right.
like that.
I love ranch. I don't mind blue cheese. Like I know people be like, oh, it's moldy. So what? It still tastes delicious.
Right.
I just put you put my favorite thing I love against the thing I wouldn't mind having. So I got to go with ranch.
All right.
Let me
So
verse something of a ranch connoisseur myself.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a big fan of ranch. I'll eat it if I'll eat ranch Doritos occasionally, but it's not like, oh boy, I'm looking for it.
C-Bizzle, let's take a look at your coverage real quick.
Okay.
There's also another Cthulhu, huh?
Yes. So the reason why I picked this cover is the two reasons why. One, this is the first appearance of Mr. Bloom. I love this Capullo cover of Mr. Bloom. I thought they were going to utilize him more. I know they did in that zombie book with the Red Hood, Task Force Z. But I really enjoyed this character a lot. And another reason why I picked this, so I was moving from Detroit, Michigan, down here to Texas, and I still had books in my pull list at my old LCS. And I thought, oh well, that book is lost. There's no way I'm going to get that book. Well, my brother, who visited me later that year that I moved down here, it was right after Christmas. Him and my other great friend bought all the books. It was like $250 worth of books.
Oh wow.
They bought them all, and my LCS gave them a discount, and they bought them all, and he brought them down to me from Detroit, and this was one of the books that was in that pile. I was super stoked to have it because I'm real big on I'm a huge completionist, and to this day, every time I see that book, I really thank my brother and my good friend for getting it and then bringing it to me.
You?
Hey, you know I had to pick the gargoyle one. But I really enjoy this cover. All these books I picked are books that are in my collection. I just want to make sure I make sure I want to do that. I just love the way the realism of this cover looks. And I really wanted to put a gargoyle cover on here, but not the common one everybody uses.
Common one.
Yes, that Jim Lee one that everybody.
That one.
Yeah.
I put that one in there. It is a Jim Lee, and it is Batman standing on the gargoyle. It's just like it's the first Hush.
Yes.
But that's the second print.
Okay. It's still a great cover. So I put that Batman on it.
I have
and it's
that
iconic
book.
Batman pose on the gargoyle.
I have that book, but it's one those DC page punchers. I got that. Brian LCS. I won it on his show.
Oh, right.
I got it. It's the New York Post edition. So he's like swinging on the cover.
Nice.
I have that book. I just don't have that cover. I knew you were gonna take this one. That's why I didn't pick it.
Yeah,
that's fun.
That's why I didn't put that one on there too.
I picked this one too, just to get there again. One of the Batman's greatest villains, Bane, especially the comic book Bane. But like that is iconic story and iconic cover. Cliff has it graded behind him of Batman getting his bat broken.
Yes.
That was just one of my picks. I picked this one just because I wanted a Neil Adams cover to be in the mix. And I was just like, we should at least have like maybe one Neil Adams. And I didn't want the famous one with the Joker.
As long as you don't pick Batman Odyssey.
But I also liked how he's almost like a ghost on this cover. That's just great. Demon of Gothos, man. Was this you again, C-Bizzle?
Yes, that was me again. I really like that cover. I like the way how Robin's cape is like Batman's logo.
Yeah.
And how Batman is a silhouette in the background. I was gonna try to duplicate that, but I saw that they're already doing that with I think the next couple of issues of Batman or the next issue of Batman. They have a variant of that, but behind Batman is the one that's in the foreground, and the what's his name? Commander Star is in the background.
Okay.
So I hold off. I said, no, I'm not going to draw that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this cover.
Commander Star is KG Beast.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Commander Star is DC trying to steal Captain America.
Yeah.
Great coverage. Oh, whoops, too far. Too far in my folder.
All right, ready? Ink it or erase it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cult documentaries and murder shows.
I'm gonna say ink it because one of my fiance, she loves watching those, and you know how, and if you're in a relationship, I think y'all will agree to this. If you see your lady watching something and you just walking past and you hear something that piques your interest,
Yeah.
that's what happened with me. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, what are you watching? And I'll sit down like, I gotta know who the killer is.
Right.
You know, and plus I'm a huge fan of what's that show? CSI?
See,
Miami.
I never got into that show.
Really?
No.
CSI Miami is my favorite. Then is New York.
I do
No
like.
offense to my New York peoples.
I'm not necessarily into the gore when it comes to stuff like that. I like watching the ones where you can see them figuring out all, like, there's some random fingernail in the corner underneath a tennis sneaker, but they know that those sneakers were only made in San Francisco during these 2 years. They go back, you know, they do all that detective work. That I find fascinating.
It was a limited edition to only to this store on this street. Let's get the video camera and see who bought them.
Right. That's the stuff I find absolutely fascinating. And then with cult documentaries, I love watching those because I'm just like watching them going, how did you fall for it? One. And then invariably in most of the ones I've watched, there's some point where, you know, they'll start off nice enough where it's usually someone looking for love or they're just, you know, they're looking for something. But invariably in all of them, about halfway through, there's some point where the leader does something and you're like, that wasn't a red flag? Like that, you didn't go, okay, I'm done, I'm out of here? You just kind of went along with it? I don't know.
He was cool with that?
Right. All right, ready? Ink it or erase it. Harry Potter.
Okay. This is when people are going to get mad at me.
Split the room.
They're going to be super mad at me. I'm going to have to say erase it.
Ooh.
I've never read or watched any Harry Potter's. I never read the books, never watched any of the movies. At that time, when those was popular, I was mostly focused on Lord of the Rings.
Oh, see, I did both. But I've read Lord of the Rings many times, so.
Yeah, I read the Harry Potter books came out like the first three came out before like the Lord of the Rings movies. So if you got that jump on it, you were into like both. Yeah. And even like the first movie Harry Potter came out that 1 month before Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
For me, it would be Ink It. I enjoyed the Harry Potter and.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the first one in the theater. I was like, all right, I'll go see this movie. Like, this is stupid. I don't know what the big deal is. I'll go see. I saw the first movie in the theater. I'm like, all right, well, that's not that bad. So I got the first book and then I read them. I'm like, all right, I'm hooked. These are good.
Yeah.
They are well written. Like everything you'll find out, you'll get this tiny bit of information in Harry Potter and like pay attention because that tiny bit of information is going to become real important. Like 200, 300 pages down the line.
Right.
And it's very well done that way.
And
so I don't want nobody coming at me in my DMs telling me why I don't like it, what I erased Harry Potter for. I was just in the Lord of the Rings.
What's great about the Harry Potter books too is they're so well paced. Then there's a lot of books where you're like, all right, you finish a chapter, you're like, all right, well, I'll read a little bit more. Those ones, you finish a chapter, like, all right, one more chapter. It's 3:00 in the morning, but just one more chapter. I'll just burn through this one, then I'll put it down. All right, ink it or erase it. Spam.
Oh.
The food spam, not email.
Oh yeah. Ink it.
Okay.
I grew up eating fried spam sandwiches.
Right on.
With the government cheese. Like, come on. And now when I go to some Asian spots, they have it as almost like a sushi type thing.
Is that right?
I get it from there. And man, I love spam. Matter of fact, I might spy some spam this weekend.
We have some in the house. I just saw a commercial the other day. I think I was watching HBO Max or something like that. You know, like commercials cut in, and it was spam tacos.
Ooh, I never thought about that.
That sounds interesting. All right, and then only because I know you, ink it or erase it. Deadpool.
Oh, erase. Erase.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I've never been a
That's
fan.
the one that's gonna get you canceled. See,
Man.
That's the nice split the room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
one.
Never been a fan of Deadpool. Like, okay, no. Let me stop lying. I was a fan of the mercenary Deadpool, not the wisecracking Deadpool.
Okay. Oh wait,
I like the X-Force Deadpool.
Yeah, the New Mutants '98 X-Force Deadpool. He kind of became a character along the way that's very wisecracking and
yeah. And I'm not dogging the writers that made him wisecracking. It's just, some people take it too far. Like, I've been in Comic Cons, and the person that cosplay as Deadpool felt like he could be an a-hole because he's Deadpool. And I'm just like, that turned me off.
I could see that, and I think that was like an issue too with Comic Con. Is like you could, if you're Deadpool, like I'm just like Deadpool to be
I could be a jerk because I'm Deadpool. Like, whatever, bro. And that turned me off of Deadpool immensely.
Fair enough.
And it oversaturated him. He was in everything. And I am nearly the same way. I'm better now than I was back in the day with Wolverine. I just felt that Wolverine was being put into too much stuff.
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
still
bro,
because he's super popular.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as it was for me because I won't collect those books.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry, Green Shirt Guy. Just say it again.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
If you could add a color to the Crayola crayon box, what would it be, and what would you name it?
Macaroni cheese yellow.
Nice, I like that.
Macaroni and cheese yellow.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. All right, two more questions, and then we'll kind of.
Okay.
You're given $1 million to hide a paperclip from a detective, and he has 7 days to find it. Where are you hiding it?
Oh man. I kind of want to hide it in plain view. Like, it's so obvious that he'll probably think too hard in trying to find it.
Fair enough.
I can't think of a place in my house that where I could hide it in plain view. But I want it in plain view, so that way he'll just walk past and not think, put it on
You do run the risk of him finding it right away, though.
That is
true. I would almost say like unfold the paper clip so it's just like the thin little bar of wire, so it's no longer a paper clip. And hide it like somewhere that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Hide it like inside of a clock.
Something like Yeah.
All right, and then here's your would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather live in a world where everyone wears costumes every day, or a world where everyone only communicates through riddles and puzzles?
Oh, costumes. Some days my brain meats can't handle riddles, so it has to be a costume.
I would also go with costumes.
'Cause I think it would be cool to see everybody dressed up.
Like Halloween would be like every day.
Right?
Like every day. Yeah.
Right? Like seeing cosplayers,
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be novel at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, it would give a chance for people to be who they feel they truly are.
Fair enough.
One day somebody might feel like, oh, I want to dress up as the Punisher. I want to be a BA. And then they say, you know what? Here comes my Little Pony costume.
You're a brony, is what you're saying?
I'm not a brony, but I respect it.
All right. Yeah. So those are the questions I have. I guess. Did anybody any questions from the audience?
Any
Yeah,
questions from
anybody
the
in-
audience?
Anybody in
We'll
the
give
chat
some.
has a question for us?
Nerdy Geek says, whoops. Yeah, Nerdy Geek says, "What's up, Council of Comics?"
Hey,
Cliff of Comics is here. Nerdy, thanks for joining us. Council of Comics. Hey, Cliff. Digger Jim 720 is here.
Yeah.
Kenneth Bird, what's up? Madam, what's up?
man, Digger Jim
23
is
months,
such
got
an
herself a
amazing
duck.
person. I like Digger Jim. He's
Rocky
amazing.
Jammers. No. Slouching. Commieverse is here. Yeah, any questions for you guys?
Commieverse.
The Green Shirt guy, that is coming out really good. Like,
It's not fun. I'm telling you right now. This white, this black cover. I'm not doing this again. I'm gonna have to go to the shop and see if Anthony's got any more Wonder Woman for next week. 'Cause this,
Yeah.
this is not. I mean, I appreciate that, but trying to do it in reverse is melting my brain.
So, anybody in the comments in the chat got questions for us?
I don't see any.
I don't see any either. It could be anything. Nothing's off limits.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to get it darkened.
I guess the next big Batman story besides Absolute is Hush coming out soon. Are you guys looking forward to it?
Hush,
No.
Hush too.
Yeah. I kind of am
I
looking
am.
there again because like we haven't seen a lot of Hush, and you're a Batman villain. I want you now to be used. So
I'm very much come up with something unique. I thought that was fine. You just leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's me.
I'm
I
one
can
of
see
those
that.
that like you made it to Batman and you're a Batman villain. Now get out there with the Joker and be used. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. It seems like a little bit like, all right, Hush is back. Here's Jim Lee back to doing it and stuff. And I don't know. I'm looking forward to that coming out with Batman.
How many ducks we doing today?
I think we're doing 2.
Oh,
We draw for our second duck too.
sweet.
Stage. I'll give you guys 15 seconds to put in Court of Owls if you haven't already. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's draw. Couching and slouching with C-Bizzle.
Okay, I would like to give mine to, since he always believes in me, give it to Commieverse.
Commieverse. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Commieverse.
Because he always believes.
Gifted
in
you
me.
a duck.
Yes, sir. Batman, this absolute Batman got a weird cape.
I don't
thing
like the
going on.
cape. I don't like the shoulder pad things. They're a pain in
The
the ass
spike-
to draw.
Oh,
Yeah.
the emblem is like a big, almost squarish.
Yeah.
And he has the bat axe. The absolute
Yeah, but I
Batman.
got it. I'm kind of filling in my cover so I can put it on there right now.
And I think he got like those dagger things too. Like, the bat daggers. And
Not doing the black cover again. I'm just not. This sucks. I'm sorry.
I'm going to ink this off camera because I'm not trying to put too much black in it. There's going to be a lot of black in it.
Okay.
I'm going to ink this off camera. because I really want to sit down and concentrate on it. Would you guys like for me to do my would you rather's?
Yeah.
All right, let me bring them up again. And remember which mouse I'm using because I do have two mices here. Okay, so these are comic book drawing would you rather's, okay?
Okay.
Would you rather draw a superhero's epic battle scene or a quiet emotional character moment?
Which character?
Whatever character you're doing. I don't it's just a character.
Oh, jeez.
Mm.
I think the emotional, quiet scene's the harder one, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Nice.
Like the emotional scene over the big battle.
Yeah, that's what he said. He'd do an emotional scene over the big battle.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather have the ability to create your own comic book universe, but you can only use stick figures, or be forced to draw a style you hate for your dream job?
Say that one more time.
Sure. Would you rather have the ability to create your own comic book universe, but you only can use stick figures, or be forced to draw in a style you hate for your dream job? So, like, say for instance, you have to draw all black covers.
I'm gonna go with stick figures.
Go. Okay, I got 5, so I got 3 more. Would you rather be known for your incredible cover art or for your dynamic interior page layouts? So, in other words, would you rather be like a Jamal Campbell or a JR?
I think you're giving JR too much credit. Have you seen some of his Daredevil covers?
So you want to be
Yikes.
Capullo with great interior, or you want to be like Sky Young, which he's known for more for his covers?
I would rather do interiors, to be honest with you, but I know that that's way more work.
Yes.
Sadly enough, I think the guys who do just the covers make close to the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Which is messed up, but you know.
Okay. Would you rather draw a character you've never heard of before, or your favorite comic book character, but with constant editorial changes?
Character I've never heard before, because I do it all the time.
Okay. And my last one, I think it's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, one more. Would you rather be stuck drawing the same superhero for the rest of your career, or work on a different indie comic book character every year?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna go different indie comic book character, even though it's like 51-49.
Yeah.
Because if you do the same character, you're invariably gonna get to do new stuff anyway. So,
True.
Yeah.
It'd be like, it would be like somebody like I don't even know if there's an artist with that has that. Maybe
I do. Eric Larson.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. We're on the same page. Yeah.
Yeah, because he has the Savage Dragon is like his, and
yeah. Now I would have said McFarlane, but he
doesn't really draw anymore.
Right.
He does like covers and stuff still, and
yeah. That is all of my would you rather's.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got then.
All right.
So next time is Ultimate Wonder Woman.
Next time will be.
I got 2 weeks to get a not black cover.
Yeah, same here.
And who's it? Cliff's with us for that one?
Yes.
I'll show you what I have so far. I don't know.
So I'm gonna draw Wonder Woman just standing still. Just so
Oh, here, let me put you up. Let me add you into the. There we go. Show it up. Okay.
Right.
It's all right.
That's all right.
Still working. That's just the outline so far.
I'm mad. Me and you draw Spider-Man with a similar pose. So if you look at this, I think let's see if I can get it up close. So it's similar pose. Like we both got the fist up in the air.
Right on.
It's just that you got the other one going across his chest. Wow.
Well, so mine eventually, if I have time, he's actually sitting on a throne.
Oh. Yeah, mine. I'm not doing all that. So we just got to run our last. Or do we already run our last? Oh, we already did run our last one. Okay. So I think last but not least is our announcements.
Announcements, and I will share them right now. We are going to be back. Oh.
It's okay. We'll just be drawing just to distract everybody.
Yeah, you keep drawing.
Only reason I say that because I feel like that would be a Sam thing he would say.
All right.
Keep drawing.
We're back February 23rd for this Sunday for Snatch. Do your homework. You know, I'm actually like happy we're doing this because the Reacher guy always sometimes comes up with movies that I haven't seen.
I've never seen this film before, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Never.
Oh, this one's great.
I am looking forward to actually watching this. It's always nice when we get like something new. You know?
Yeah.
Funny,
like,
when I was
knew we all watched the last trilogy, and like for the most part, I think we all seen Sam's trilogy.
I knew I was going to pick Guy Ritchie, but when I was picking Guy Ritchie, I was like, oh, do I go with this one? Do I go with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels as the first one? But I like this one more.
All right.
And then the Rock and Roll, that was one I don't think a whole lot of people have seen, which is next week. And then The Gentleman's amazing.
Never seen any one of those.
Oh,
And
so good. You just
Monday, February 23rd.
Universe.
We are back with episode 130, New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week. So, and I think we're back next Wednesday also for New Comic Book Day Live.
Yes,
Those
sir.
are the announcements that I have. And I will go that, share you guys. So, for myself, for C-Bizzle, I'm gonna move the camera up. You're gonna have some ribs. That's fine. That's fine.
And you're even wearing a Batman shirt. I didn't wear my Batman shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to wear the Batman shirt.
I have.
Oh, let me see if I can get a.
I didn't think to put one on.
That's the better view of it.
Right on.
Okay.
There we go.
That's nice. Yeah, though his things come out of like that's right. The daggers come out of like his ears.
One of his hands is gonna hold the blade in his hand.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I was gonna put the axe in the other, but I was like.
So very good, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh yeah, L. Ron Hubbard. Thanks for watching. Kenneth Bird, Hopper Castro, Cliff, Commieverse, 23 months, got himself a duck. Commieverse got himself a duck. Rocky Jam, Rocky J, Rocky.
James.
Rocky Jamers.
Yeah.
James, I think James.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rocky James. Okay. Madam Digger Jim, thank you guys for all joining tonight, Nerdy Geek. And till next time.
And
Have a
remember,
good one.
Friends Don't Let Friends by JR.
Days make the brightest day. Where are the heroes?